J, more the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Raising Kanan, episode 8, season 4. What's going down? Lulu back. He executing dudes in the middle of the street. What? We see Rock, mysterious as ever, packing up her mom Duke's clothes. Didn't let that secret loose. We see Lil Lump, little midget man. He said he gotta go. Like Robin Harris said, gotta go. Bah. What an episode. Let's get into it. All right. So, this Raising Kanan episode, season 4, episode 8, was a good episode. I enjoyed it. A lot of different things was going down for this episode. Like I alluded to, we see the return of Lulu, the executor, and a lot of people was happy to see Lulu return. As we see right here, it seems that he was happy to be back to his old self as well. After he popped, old boy, he had that smirk on his face. Say, hey, killing is good business, and business is booming right now. He was enjoying himself. So we see Lulu back in action. A lot of people happy Lou Thomas is back on these streets handling business the way he's handled business before and Raising Kanan, which I think this was a good episode. It had a lot going on. For those just checking in, sorry for the delay. I had some lighting issues, but we back. We here. So we see this episode. A lot's going down. We still don't know the mystery of Famous, or rather I should say Infamous, because who took him down, we really don't know yet. The heck? Bug right here from outside. Hold on, y'all. No bugs alive. No bugs allowed unless they pay rent. I was making sure this bug wasn't nothing biting me. I don't know about these bugs. Anyway, where was I? I done got distracted by the damn bug, man. I don't like bugs flying around me. Shoot. So we just start at the beginning. We see this episode. The first thing going down is Marvin taking out the Asian Connect, Quan. And the way it starts is they pretty much already took down the whole crew. And he's there with Quan and 2 of his boys, and he want the combination to the safe. Quan is telling him, hey, look, I ain't gonna give you the safe combination. And Marvin had to let him know, hey, look here, you holding that down because of these dudes? Hey, look here, man. And he took them dudes down. And of course, now he don't have no reason to front. He let that combo slide real quick. Once hey, okay, there's no front. I feel sorry for your brother. He said, you Rock's brother. I feel sorry for your brother. What? Oh, you done messed up. What's good in the comments, Robert? Glad I caught the live early for a change. I appreciate it. I'm glad you made it too. Rashonda, what's good, mama? How you feeling? Glad you here. Crystal, what's good, sis? Robert, you say, what's up, big brother Jay? It's been a long time. Caught you on the live as a guest the other day. Good to see you doing big things, big dog. I appreciate you, man. I'm glad to see you here as well, and I appreciate all your support. Stephen Harris, what's good with you, my brother? You say snaps and pops, crackle need to go. Hey, they definitely doing some things. After rewatching this episode, I'm not sure that they are confessing that they had something to do with Famous. I'm still not sold on that. I know a lot of people felt on the rooftop that that's what was going down. Um, I didn't get that sentiment still, but it is confusing, I will say. We then see after Marvin whack off these two guys, and not the way they would have preferred, Quan give up the combo. Now, when this happened, I thought, for one, Marvin don't wear gloves, and they're gonna be touching all on this safe and all this stuff with no gloves. So, I mean, it's only a matter of time before they should be getting caught with this stuff. But nevertheless, it's good that he did do it the way he did as a robbery, so that some of the heat isn't coming their way. People don't know for sure. But at the same time, who would be able to rob them and take out all of those men? It's not like a petty criminal or a petty crook would be able to do that. It would have to be some type of organized crew or something. So, with that being said, I don't understand how they don't have a little more suspicion coming their way after taking out Quan. I mean, everybody pretty much believes it's them, but can't prove it. So I get that. Nevertheless, I think Marvin mistakes is adding up. Again, one of the things that I really, really hate that they do on this show is don't make him wear gloves. And I just, oh man. Anyway, that's just such an easy, quick fix. They do have fingerprint techniques back then. And as many people and bodies is dropping, the police would be doing fingerprints and investigations. Nevertheless, I think they making more problems for themselves. In the meantime, it did hurt Unique because Quan is Unique's supply. And right now, he don't have any supply. So even though he had Chubb Rock take over them spots, these corners are Neeks now. They don't have no product. So who gonna stand on the corner with nothing to sell? That's a good point that I wasn't thinking about in the immediate, but after thinking about it and in the comments and stuff, I mean, duh, I wouldn't fight for nothing and stand on the corner with nothing. So just like they was able to take those corners away because Rock's people had nothing, they about to be off them corners too because they ain't got nothing. Next, we see in this episode Lulu having relations with little dark chocolate up in this piece. And of course, as in a lot of modern material, we got to see the dude's booty cheeks. I don't understand what's up with this booty cheek ritual, but the booty cheek ritual, unfortunately, was available for Lulu. Maybe the ladies like this ritual. I'm good on the booty cheek ritual. We didn't have to see Method Man's booty cheeks. Too many booty cheeks. Ghost, Tommy, all these booty cheeks. Come on, man. I want to see that. Anyway, 305, Mr. City. What up, Jay? Little off topic. Did you see the new BMF trailer? Lamar and B. Mickey is back, and GTA 6 got delayed again. Yeah, I want that GTA 6, boy. I'm going to be live streaming on Twitch with that. And if anybody does game, I mean, I have been playing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Twitch and then also RoboCop a little bit, but mostly 2K, if y'all know how to ball. Yeah. Robert, you say we didn't see her little bitties, titty bitties this time. That's what I'm saying. Some little fair play. Matter of fact, I started reading these comments. Let me take that down. Anyway, we had to see Lulu rump roast. But besides all that, we see Lil Mama, and she talking to Lulu, talking about he didn't put in that good work. And I don't know, man. I'm starting to wonder about her. Some people think she may be an informant or something like that. I'm not so sure about that, but I do think she's very possessive. And I mean, women, I guess, they got some class. They don't want to be putting their stuff out there like that. I get it. And so she may be trying to protect herself, or she could be trying to use them. It's a few things. I don't pick up police vibes, though. I don't, because she did know some stuff in the music industry. Now, we don't know whether she found it on her own merit, or maybe that was one of her other people she could be putting in work with that put her in the loop. I mean, hey, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think everybody should use all the tools they got available, um, as long as you ain't manipulating people, taking advantage of them. If they liked her and they showing us stuff, more power to it. Anyway, I think she getting emotional with Lulu, and that's something you got to be careful of, because women like this be the last thing you see coming. Lulu cheat on her again or something, and he'd be sitting in the studio. She'd have been and came and blasted him, and all the stuff he'd been through and did, that would have been his demise, and he would have never saw it coming. So, you gotta be able to be careful out there in these streets, yo. Straight up. Stephen Harris, you say context clues, greed, as in OC was greedy for money, thinking Unique was going to be his new go-to, but he was a pawn the whole time. Hey, that's for real. He was a pawn the whole time and an idiot. Since he brought up OC, we see OC this episode. We see what actually happened to him, and I think I think that was a real pathetic and sad end to OC. So what ended up happening is, when we saw Kanan's money missing, he stole Kanan's money and gave it all to Unique. I mean, how pathetic is that? I would have rather him took the money himself and ran than give the money away, and then put himself in a position where he over here begging for money just to get out of town. I mean, this fool gave him every last dollar. Say, for example, Kana had 10 stacks. He might have had more, but those were small bills. So who knows? But it say he had 10 stacks. He ain't take a stack or two off the top. You gave it all to this dude. Like, you deserve what you got. And OC, he did look like a little kid this episode. I did actually finally feel a little bad for him right here. But at the same time, you get what you deserve. I'm not going to say he deserved the death penalty, but you playing with the wrong ones. And you being annoying in a spot don't nobody care, appreciate, or respect you. And then you can't even get a seat. And when he was just bugging Neek, and Neek just turned when he was saying, hey, I need to get out. I need some money so I can get out. And he just turned and wow, now you out. And Shorty, wow, he was just gun level. Straight up. Look at that. Boop. There it is. And Chub Rock just sit there and smoked. He ain't even stopped. And look at these dudes. They just look like, damn. Oh, well, I guess he got in a little trouble, huh? Straight up. Look at all that smoke coming out his ass, out his head. Wow. Then aired him out in the chest and everything. Had him looking like a pigeon just got hit by a car. Feathers everywhere. That first down, that triple fat goose got busted. He just blasted dude. OC, his little body couldn't even take it. I get why some people feel that it should have been some bullets in the damn sofa, considering that he's little and that probably would have went through him considering the close range. But truth be told, bullets don't work that way. And the proper distance will give the maximum penetration power. So sometimes the closer you are to getting to the gun, it may be better depending on where you get hit, at least, because then it don't go all the way through, or it does. But sometimes people want it to go in and out. Then you just got to worry about the bleeding. It's a very complicated thing, but they said throw that little thing away, and it wasn't no problem. Wasn't nobody tripping on him. Make sure whenever you operating, you know where you at. If you in a room full of friends, strangers, people that don't give a damn if you come up missing or stinking, be aware of that. Straight up. I know I done been places where I realized that, and I had to act accordingly. Especially like don't stay long. That limits your exposure to problems. All right. I'm gonna put the link in the description if anybody want to talk about this episode. And let's see. 305 Mr. City, you say even Akbar guys felt sorry for OC. They was looking at Neek sideways. I know, right? Hey man, that's like beating on a little kid, little baby. Robert, nobody mentioned this. How the hell did OC take all that money out by himself? He don't weigh but $1.25. Why did he take the whole chest? The money was in. Now I think that would have been harder for him with his little self. If he just brought a book bag and filled it to the brim with money, money ain't not that much money ain't heavy. It wasn't that much money. It wasn't, the chest wasn't filled. I would say it couldn't have been more than 10 to 20,000 in my opinion, because it wasn't all hundreds. So, that ain't that heavy. He could have put it in the bag. Carrying that chest, they could have put him in the chest. Now, if Kanan would have went there and OC body was in the chest when he opened it, that would have been dope writing. Go in there and then he opened the chest and there's OC body in there. What you doing? What you doing? I thought you had an apartment. Stephen Harris, Marvin about to be a goner, y'all. They keep teasing it. The only way he can prevent that is if he sells that dude early out to Stefano. But that would, of course, make Stefano mad at Marvin, but maybe. Yeah, I don't know if that would help. I mean, if he says he finds out dude did that, I don't know mob rules. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I know all the mob rules. I know some of them. I know you ain't supposed to touch a made man. So, what, Marvin? And then you some jigaboos, you two eggplants. So I think Marvin would be in trouble still. I think Marvin saying, "Dude did it, but I took care of it for you." I don't know if that'd be enough to be honest. Again, I don't know the mob rules, but I don't know. I think Marvin in trouble. Miguel, you said, yo, Jay, R.I.P. Lil Willow. I know, right? Mad Montagan. Mad Montagan. I need to watch Willow. They made a new Willow series or movie. I ain't even see it. I remember the movie, though. I remember how he used to walk and run. I'm like, I know that's got to hurt. He going to need a hip replacement. Miguel, you say, yeah, Marvin keep killing people. Like, slow down, Marv. Hey, for real. Marvin, y'all ever rub your nose and then all of a sudden you keep seeing your nose and your vision? Keep seeing my nose and stuff. Anyway, I'm good. Yeah, man, Marvin, definitely days are numbered. And I think for Rock as well, because it's only gonna be but so long, I think, before Kanan and Juke either realize she did it or get proof that she did it. Because we saw this episode, Kanan in their little favorite diner. They used to have family dinner at. Now it's only them two going there. But he was saying, I think Rock did it. And Juke was at first hesitant, saying, nah, she wouldn't have did that. I don't think she would have took down Fame. And that's when he let her know, hey, ain't nothing she won't do. She did it to D Wiz. She did all this other stuff. Don't even go there. And so I think that put a little bit of a doubt, well, not doubt, a change in Juke mind. Because when she was there with Rock and packing up her mama's stuff, she did ask what happened, which I don't know why she asked that. Everybody saw she was sick every day, but I thought Rock might have spilled the beans. She didn't. But also, I think Juke was trying to pry and ask some stuff and see if maybe she'll confide in her, since they had a little bit of a bond, a little bit of girl time not too long ago. So maybe they would have bonded and had a little common ground. I was about to go to the movies today to see the Thunderbolts. Anybody go to the movies and see that? Then I want to see Sinners also. I ain't been able to go to the movies in a while. Also, on another side note, I was gonna get a dog, but I don't think I can afford the dog, unfortunately, as well as all the extra stuff that go into owning the dog and the pet. I just think that's a little more than I'm able to take care of. So if anybody was wondering about that dog, I don't think I can handle it. Suburbia Jones, what's good, my brother? How you feeling? Miguel, you say, yeah, I'm seeing that Monday with my girl to see Thunderbolts. Yeah, Thunderbolts, it seemed like it might be the best Marvel's had in a long time, because Marvel's got some issues. You say Sinners was good. Everybody was liking Sinners. So I want to see that. I'm a little late now. 305, Mr. City J. I'm the only one tired of the car stakeout scenes. It's like at least one each episode. One of my only complaints about this show. I mean, I get it. I don't know if it's one every scene, but they have had one every season. I think maybe that's what you mean. One at least. You said each episode. I get it. You being funny, but they do, now that you say it, have a lot of car scenes, don't they? With Howard and Burke, or it's a lot if you think about it. But I mean, a lot does go down in cars in the city. But yeah, the stakeout. I hate that they sat there that long and they knew what car they was in. That's one of the keys after rewatching it. That I realized he had, when he pulled up on B Rilla, they were in the same car. So Be Realer know the car, and if they come out or look out the window and see that car there, then they could know, hey, they outside looking for us. And Lulu could bend the block and make something happen. So that made a little more sense. Miguel, you say you hope it's better than Captain America Brave New World. I didn't even go see that. I knew that wasn't gonna make it. That wasn't even worth getting go to see, in my opinion. They got Captain America with no powers. You say power is Beverly Hills Cop now. Hey, I hear that. So we see this episode that B Rilla is confronted by Kenyatta, aka who I call Baba Ak. Anyway, he's telling him, hey, look here, man, you ain't gonna snitch. And he's saying, hey, look, you ain't got to worry about nothing like that. And so he's saying, that's what I told my partner, because we going back. And he's saying, but that already got hot. That's already messed up. And he say, nah, that's what we about to do it the right way. And while they was sitting there talking and doing all of that, I mean, there's the car right there. There's the car. So that car, he knows that car. And for them to sit in that car on the stakeout for 7-8 hours in front of the building, not even a block away or so, that was a bad move. Looking back at it after rewatching it, yeah, you don't do things where your car is where they know your car, which they didn't show this episode that that's what happened, but I'm assuming. But also, they do show this episode Rock at Unique's place, and he doesn't notice that big old Range Rover, which is crazy to me. It's like on the next corner, and you don't notice this big old Range Rover. So, because this is the scene where we see Unique pull up at the clothing store in the BMW, and Rock has got eyes on him. Look at this view. She is right here. This is right on the corner. And he don't notice this big old Range Rover, like right on the corner, a block away. This is a clear line of sight of you getting out the car, turn your head to the left. You see this Range Rover parked right here. But they didn't notice that. So, hey, it is what it is. I got my man Stephen Harris. What's good, Steve? How you doing?
What's up, J Man? I mean, yeah, though, I enjoyed episode 8. It was good though because the show either much had kicked off with Marvin though Rob Corn in his stash house, and he ended up taking him out. And he much Corn he must say to me, I know you Marvin. I mean you Rock's brother, and he and Marvin ended up putting him down. Because because you know Corn, he ain't like Rock no way.
It's like, I know Rocker get your brother. It's like, what?
I mean, that was that deal where Unica had made with Corn to go after Rock business.
Connects.
I'm
Right.
sorry, Connect.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then either much though we see this Lou and Ocon either much Lou is in love with her.
Mm-hmm.
But I still don't trust her because she working for that white man.
That's right. What you think about Lou Thomas taking out the hitmen? Can Baba
Oh yeah, Kansas. I know. Oh yeah, they was sitting in that car. They was trying to catch Be Real and Lulu slipping. Lulu ended up dropping bodies, and he much remind me of the old Lulu way back in season 1. I'm telling you, because even much Lulu gonna have to do everything in his power to save his family because Marvin has been screwing up.
Yeah, that's true. And and Marvin ain't telling nobody, so I think it's gonna be kind of late for Marvin to get the help he need. Lulu, he
Mhm.
came on the little drop with them and blasted dude. Do you think it's gonna be some big problems for them for the next episode, considering that they took out two dudes right in front of the studio and they were there at the same time, and it's gonna bring, I mean, they gotta have some type of police questioning or something.
Yeah, no, because look at B really. I mean, they were trying to get them to go rob that house what they was in, and then B really he didn't even much want to have nothing to do with those two guys.
hmm And now B Rilla just got out of jail for robbery, and these dudes, I'm sure when the cops run their info and backgrounds, gonna see they got cases for robbery, and they here dead in the street in front of where you was at. I mean, there's a lot of dots that's connecting. So I don't know. We'll
Because
see.
because you don't never see Marlon and Lulu. They don't never take them bodies and either much go hide it.
No, they don't. And this see, a lot of people was talking about OC getting thrown in the garbage. That's because he was inside they place and he was little.
Yeah,
But
because he was running his. I mean, OC was just standing up there running his mouth entirely too much and trying to give up information about Kane where he had stash money, and that's why he wanted to leave town. And then even much unique end up taking him out.
I know, right? Yeah, yeah, that's true. Juan Marley, you say the studio got soundproof rooms. They could have easily not heard anything. That's true. And also, being up that high in buildings, you don't really hear much, and that glass is thick. You don't hear the traffic or none of that. So that's true. We'll see. Robert, you say, oh yeah, be real going back to the pen. Uh I don't know about that. Squad down, you buddy. So what you think about Crystal getting kidnapped by them cops? What you think about it?
Yeah, because with Krista being kidnapped by them, 'cause I know she was gonna come up missing sooner or later because Kane was the one told her you need to pack up and leave town, and then because I can't keep you safe here, and then Crystal, she loved Kane because she did not even much want to leave him. Because she packed her bags and went over rock them house, and then she must say Kane is gonna end up doing something where he don't regret it because her mama used to tell her the same thing too. And
Mhm.
then and dude, he must the two cops are the same one who Snaps and Pops was talking to about famous them, and then he must talk about who knows something about it. She talking about y'all fucking up. And then you already know talking about we're gonna have to grab up Crystal.
Mhm.
I mean, it ain't looking good for her in episode 9 next week.
Snaps and Pop said grab up Crystal on the roof.
Yeah,
I missed that part. I keep missing scenes on this roof. I didn't remember them saying grab her up. Oh, dang. Well,
because
then
they don't because they don't want the famous case to either much trace back on them.
I get it, but I don't know what made them think she knew something.
Yeah, no,
I
because they and they can't
look,
and do. She don't know nothing about famous. Chris don't know nothing about famous, and then they either much trying to take her in for a question.
mm, okay, I missed that. Maybe they trying to use her or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and they trying to get information out of Crystal,
Uh-huh.
and she don't know nothing about that.
Hotspot Network say, I'm sorry, even though I felt bad for OC in your last live, that scene where he got dropped was equally disturbing as it was funny. Yeah, they did take his little
Dude,
ass.
yo,
Um,
by bigot people. That's bigot people. He got took out by.
mhm. Miguel say they could be using her as leverage with Kanan. That's a good point. I mean, that probably make a little more sense. I don't know why they're doing that still because Kanan likes them and trusts them, but
Yeah,
you know, maybe they want to get another angle and ask her, what does he know?
Because he
Without
much came. Oh, I mean, you go. And he
no,
much
that's it.
came. Oh, he much came. He much went over there to OC house and paid his respect to them because his you see his mother sitting there grieving over her son getting killed who would meant do my boy OC like that
Yeah, I know, right?
because
Yeah, his brother, the one that looked like should have got whacked. He seemed like a little creep. But Jukebox handled him.
oh
Yeah,
yeah because he would try to get up on a jukebox and then she ended up whacking him in the back of the head and she either much told him I'm not friendly and she pointed that gun at him. But good thing she ain't pull a trick and shoot him.
I
She
thought
don't
the way
play.
I know, right? The way she was acting, I thought she might have did something to him, but that would have been a little insane. She'd have been a serial killer, it seemed, at a young age. What do you think about Jukebox and this detective? And he came to her while she was eating the pizza, talking about Burke said you was a good person. You
Dude,
think this
Detective Garcia is trying to get information out of Jukebox about famous, and you know she got up and left her pizza right on the table, and you know she wasn't trying to hit that shit.
yeah, I mean, I'm wondering what he thinks she's gonna say or do. And I got this also, in my opinion, this scene shows I don't think he had nothing to do with famous because it looks like he's really trying to solve this stuff, in my opinion. I don't think he's just going through the motions. I think he really want to know what happened. So you think he going through the motions or you think he's really trying to solve this?
You know, he really trying to solve the famous case.
Hmm. Miguel said he a dirty mother father. Leave Juke alone.
I don't trust him. I don't trust the cop Garcia.
Nah, I'm glad that he didn't take her in for questioning and she had that gun on her. That would have been bad, but I guess that would have also made it probably hard for her to be an officer at a later date. So I'm glad that didn't happen. Um, but he is kind of fishy. I don't trust him, but then also that's what Miguel said, and I agree. But also that could just be the police officer vibes that we getting, and that's why we don't trust him. And he kind of fishy. I don't know. Um,
Well,
Now
oh yeah, and that
Miguel
cop is
said he
he's
working with
shady.
Neek. Yeah, Miguel think he working with Neek. I don't think so. Because he came in this episode and talked to Neek, and when he was talking to Neek, I think he was threatening Neek in that conversation by basically saying, "I'm gonna put this body on you." So either you come up. This is how I took it. Maybe I got it wrong, but the gist of the conversation was, if you don't tell me something, I'm gonna put a body on you, and I'm gonna say that you killed Ronnie and Howard, and you going to jail for it. So either you tell me some info that who did it and I solve it, or I'm gonna say you did it and put you in jail. That's how I took. I didn't think they was working together and friends. I thought he was threatening Neek. What do you say about that
Yeah,
conversation?
good. Yeah, I thought it was too because either much unique though was is trying to find out
You think he
who.
trying to find? I don't think he was trying to find out. Well, he know who did it. He know who took out Ronnie and Howard. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
think he gonna say nothing.
because to me, I think he unique either much thought Howard and running Garcia was working together because after Dan Garcia was trying to question him, he don't know.
Hmm. I don't know. You all let me know in the comments what you think. You think Unique and Garcia working together? I think Garcia is trying to threaten and press Neek for some information and saying that if you don't tell me that, I'm gonna pin this on you. That was my thoughts in the comments, y'all. And I think even though Neek hate Rock right now, he would hate to be a snitch even more. So that's why he didn't tell the cop Rock did it or go over there. Because at this scene right here, I thought he was going to say something, but he said, "You ain't never lied, detective. You ain't never lied," which I thought that was a bad line considering he just said, "I think you the one that took out Ronnie and Howard." Well, that's a lie. And then after he said, "You in a lot of trouble," or something like that, "You ain't never lied," or something like, "Well, you better watch who you trust." And I'm thinking, nah, I'd have said, "Now that's true. Now that right there, detective, that's the truth." Anyway, I don't know. I think that cop, I agree with the real Buddha. He said the cop looked desperate. I think he desperate as well, trying to figure it out. Patty said, "I'm mad Crystal didn't tell Rock that Kanan think it's her. That way she could have handled it and he would be able to figure out it was snap, crackle, and pop." Uh, I don't know. I think if she would have said he think it's you, she knows she ain't gonna be back with Kanan again with him telling everything, I guess. I don't know. What do you think? You think she should have told Rock Kanan thinks she did it? Or she should have
Oh,
kept it?
yeah, Kane should have told. I mean, not. Chris should have told like Kane did it, but you know she ain't gonna snitch on Kane.
Oh, okay. You think she should have told her, huh?
Yep,
I
because he was
mean,
the one told her to leave. To leave.
and that's why she shouldn't even went over there. I think she shouldn't have went over there, let alone told more. But hey, maybe Rock is protect. I gotta watch that scene again a couple more times from the rooftop because I didn't pick up that they did it. I picked up that they didn't want the heat or that they.
Yeah, they didn't want the famous he traced it back on them.
I guess so. Yeah. Damn, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you see, Nika came in trying to sit at the table, trying to work a deal out with them.
Hmm. The real Buddha say, "How long until Neek and Rock smashing again?" You think they gonna smash again, or that
I don't
relate?
see it happening though. I think this it's all over with because he ain't the same unique like he was in season 3. Because I'm talking about because they either much had killed his character, but they end up rewriting his character all over again ever since they brought him back from
Yeah,
death.
yeah. I guess you got a point there. I mean, maybe she don't like him because he got them scratches on his head. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I think she probably because they didn't like each other before.
And they didn't
So
like each other in season 1
right. So I mean, it's possible.
because he
I
was
don't
the one that saved her life back in season 3
if she saved
when they
his
had that
life,
shootout with the Italian.
yeah, if she end up saving his life, maybe he'll be like, okay, maybe you all right. We ain't seen his woman. I guess he locked her in that room, and that was the end of her storyline, huh? Pronest,
Yeah, because we ain't seen no scenes with him and this girl named Portia.
yeah, well, he put her up in the ivory tower, and she done been locked away.
She's saying they keeping her out of the storyline what Rocky Unique got going on.
Uh-huh. Robert say they done. I agree. Patty, yeah. Why she even go over there, Crystal? Uh, Patty say Unique ain't gonna get them draws again. I mean, I think if he helps her or save her life, that's about the only chance. But I don't know. The real Buddha J Moore, I need to check out The Last of Us, top tier TV. Oh yeah. Oh, I do reviews for The Last of Us. You got to look at my reviews for The Last of Us, bro. The Last of Us was excellent, man. Excellent show. Yeah, man. I'm about to wrap this one up though. This episode talking about power, but what else
Oh
happened
yeah,
this
because
episode we miss before we
oh
go?
yeah, then we must see Marvin was sitting up there talking about with Stefano at
Uh
the dinner table.
yeah, Marvin couldn't eat that spaghetti at first. He's nervous. Normally Marvin don't have no problems eating. But then he found out concrete boots, they come in all one size fits all, Marvin. He said, that's the thing, Marvin. It's one
Yeah, no,
size.
because he either much want to get this man Stefan want to either much get Rock either much out of the way because Marvin said he would never betrayed his sister.
Right. I think Marvin
I
better.
mean, for Noah about it because he don't trust Rock running his business.
Uh, but I think Marvin gonna start reconsidering some things if he get busted and found out he the one that took out one of the bosses, especially over
Yeah,
10
because either much.
grand.
Yeah,
That ain't
because
work. Go
either
ahead.
much Stefano he talk too much.
There go your boy OC. They
Yeah,
did a
I
good
mean
job
Stefano
with
he either much talk too much.
Stefano. Wait, you said
Yeah,
Stefano
because
talked too much?
I mean OC about it. OC should have did. Oh, excuse me. What you saying again?
No, I was listening to you. Go ahead.
I mean, OC, he should have just left though. He should never got involved with these New Jersey crew. Because I'm talking about what Unique and all them. Because I'm
Mm.
telling you, he just should have just end up leaving
Hey,
and
he should.
trying to get intel. He tried to get intel too Unique about Kane.
Hmm. He was expendable. He should have kept some of that money for himself and got out of town. Instead, he ended up getting red
Getting
dotted
his
like
top
an
blowed
angel.
off.
For real. It had a little drizzle coming out the middle. Yeah, it was kind of messed up. They threw him away. Got rid of a little bit of trash. Uh, One of the things I did like seeing on this episode, they always have some throwback gear that I remember, like these champion sweaters. This is when people started rocking champion hoodies and champion well, this is what he's wearing. That's what I used to wear. I never had used to wear hoodies until recently. Like hoodies, we would wear these what you call it? I don't know why I can't crew neck. I think that's what it is. Anyway, I remember the champion sweaters and with the damn chain and all that stuff, the Guess jeans and the Guess shirt and all of that. They'd always bring back memories and stuff and make me feel like I'm getting up there. Part of the reason why I sometimes forget is because a lot of this stuff people wear. A champion, they be selling these champion things at Foot Locker now. The same hoodie and stuff, you could get that at Foot Locker today. Anyway, moving on. What did you think about this episode? Did you would you rate this on a scale of one?
I rate it 8 though. The episode is very solid. There were a lot of drum in this episode. But Raw come next week and you see Kane is meeting up with Unique, so they ain't met up all season long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Because
gonna get interesting. I mean,
we the
go ahead.
much we talked about that though Kane gonna end up meeting up with Unique at the end of the episode. If don't be surprised if them two end up teaming up
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because they're
Ron
gonna be trying
Kelly, you say you still rock the champion. I know that's right. Hey, that's the type of stuff that
to.
go out of style, you know. Patty, the Jimmy Jazz story. I remember that. That was in New York ordering that stuff and trying to get stuff. Yeah. Miguel say this episode was an 8. Okay.
I'm telling you, Lou wasn't playing. Lou wasn't messing around though in this episode. They was sitting up there trying to catch Lou slipping in the car. Lou ended up putting up on it. He ended up.
Yeah, he took him out.
He took
Yeah,
about that means Lulu going back to the old Lulu in season 1 when he took out D Wiz.
I know, right? That almost broke him. It looked like this made him happy. We got the real Buddha. You said Champion was a 90s designer. Yeah, man. Champion came out, these Champion hoodies where people was wearing this as gear in the mid to late 90s before Champion was out. But what people would do is like, I think Champion would be like your school athletic stuff. Like it wasn't like cool to wear Champion. And then when they started writing it in cursive on this and selling it or whatever and redoing it, branding it differently, then people started rocking like Champion hoodies and Champion this ain't a V-neck, crew neck and all of that stuff, which I used to like these better than hoodies because I didn't like the big pocket in the middle at the time. It made me look fat, or the hood in the back. But now I need that pocket. Anyway, yeah, man. Champions in the 90s, man. That's when people started rocking that stuff. Support Gaming give this episode a 10 out of 10. I don't know if it was that good, but I'd give it an 8.5 to a 9. I think on the Mosco it came out to an 88. So, you know, it was a good episode, better than average. But you know, it ain't an episode that blew me away. It's memorable because we gonna remember when OC got took out. But other than that, I'm not sure how much. We know Lulu, we'll remember Lulu came back and took them dudes out. Would you like to see maybe those dudes take out Lulu or B-Rilla, or you like how it turned out?
I like how the story done turned out.
I would have liked for them to at least shoot at him or take out B-Rilla or something. Not against B-Rilla character, but I just think they always figure stuff out. I mean, I guess they don't, but it seemed like they always do for the most part, which, you know, them dudes did sit there a long time. I gotta take all that into account. So, Patty, you say my favorite part was both of Lulu parts, his sensitive part with old girl, then his gangster part. Yeah, that sensitive part. You mean them cheeks? them cheeks are sensitive. Them was the sensitive parts you liked. Uh-huh, Patty. I know. You tried to throw in the other part so they throw me off. I know. Anyway. What's your favorite part of this episode, Steve, before we get out of here?
My favorite part of the episode, Marvin breaking in them Robin Corn stash house and either much taking him dropping him off.
That was a good part. I like you know, how Marvin always got some type of little funny, corny line to say. He called him what? Hong Kong chop suey or something like that.
Yep, and then he ended up dropping that dude body off too, the one to play Earl. I mean, when they was sitting at the card table, he ended up dropping him off when he was coming outside.
That's one that I got a problem with. That I think Marvin, they're gonna know he did it, and either he should have took out early as well and all them people there, or not did it yet, because it's gonna be obvious. He gonna create
because he outnumbered because Marvin can't take him out a lot because he outnumbered 6-1.
He better call them dudes he had with him with Quan when he took out Quan. They better do something. I guess ain't no money in it for him with this one. Take that card money or something, because yeah, you need to wipe all them out. Dude gonna be a problem. And you took out his cousin, and he gonna feel guilty because he brought his cousin in on it. He gonna want to get revenge or tell or say something. Marvin, yeah, that was.
Early Tyler could give up the copy, give Marvin up to the police.
I don't think he's gonna do that. He might give him up to the Italians and say, "Hey, Marvin gave me the green light."
Yeah, because he don't even much know Unique is Unique don't know that Early Tyler is working with Marvin, because when Unique find out about that, he gonna end up trying to cut Early Tyler water off.
Yeah, that's a good point. Tyler, Yeah, Neek don't know he been messing with Marvin, and I guess since Neek then came out the shadows, he don't need to be talking to early Tyler lately. We ain't seen them talking to each other, but he may just pop up and see them two talking or something. Who knows? And then that'll be a big issue for him. That's a good point. Support gaming. You say people think just because Kanan is meeting with Unique, they think he breathes. I don't know why people keep doing that. Unique is not Breeze, and I don't know why people would even think that. I mean, he came back out the shadows. He ain't changed his name. So I doubt he about to change his name anytime soon. And everybody already know who he is. It's hard to change your name when everybody know you. That's like me saying, "All right, y'all, I'm Mike. Y'all start calling me Mike from now on." Like, hey, everybody know my name. Yeah, they may try, but some people gonna still call me Jay. Just like some people still call. Well, I guess them people are gone now, but Muhammad Ali, some people didn't want to call him that. They wanted to always call him Clay. Your mama named you Clay. I'ma call you Clay. So you never know. Anyway, I don't think he in this show. Miguel say Breeze never coming out in this show. I agree. I doubt it very serious unless they trying to put him in to go to the next show type stuff.
They don't put Breeze in BMF though. They got a young kid playing Lil Breeze with his own boyfriend.
And BMF. Well, all right, Steve. I appreciate you for coming
Yep.
through, man. My
We
dang
only got 2 more episodes left.
I know, right? I'm here for it.
It's going by quick.
Very quick, very quick. And this BMF, next thing you know, it'll be on and then Force and
Yeah, they done bought Lamar back, the Boogie, the Undertaker.
the Undertaker.
They done bought B Mickey back because they end up. You know why they bought him back? Because 50 Cent and Star trying to build up their views and their ratings.
Yeah, them were some of the most popular characters. So it's about time. And then the truth be told, all of those people are still alive in the BMF saga. At least if they did pass away, they passed away as older people, not in their young years. So that's the thing about BMF is that they wasn't whacking people like that left and right. And a lot of those folks still around.
BMF is gonna be about action.
And that's fine, but it's not all real. Again, I don't know. I wasn't there.
We just going to find out about it on June the 6th, man.
Right. They showing he in Mexico and stuff went down. I guess that's a way to say all this stuff went and y'all wasn't in Mexico, so you don't know. Instead of people saying, well, he didn't do that in Atlanta, he didn't do that in St. Louis. Well, he was in Mexico and ain't nobody here gonna be able to speak on that. So
yep.
I guess we gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, then we gonna talk about
it. Miguel said they should have Michael Jai White play Breeze. Now that's funny. Michael Jai White. That's gonna boy, they gonna do karate. All right, man. I appreciate you coming, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have a good one. I'll be back this weekend. And everybody, y'all have a safe weekend. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk about a lot of stuff going down in the world. A lot of interesting things happening. So try to put a little bit of that in here. Talk a little bit about that. And chop it up like always. All right, y'all. Deuces. Be safe. And I'm out.